Before that, the starting of Java programs. So first of all, we need to know what is language here. Now language is a means of communication, as we know that it's a means of communications, and this is the means of communications. And so as we just like I am talking something in English language, and you know the English language, I know the English language, that's why the communication is going on. But if you don't know English language and I am saying something to you, you will not understood. So that's knowing of the things is very very important here. Okay, so but in computer, when we want to talk to computer or any machine, then we have to talk with the machine language there. And as you know that our natural language is not understood by the machine, so not understood by the machine, so obviously that should be converted, that should be translated, whatever we write that that should be translated there, and that translations is done through that translate the syntax which we write that, and that will convert it into machine understandable formats. You know, machine only understands 0 and 1s, but 0 means off and this 1 means on, sorry, on. Okay, not 1. So here off and 1, and this indicate that the combinations of on and off, and it will do the things. So there are mainly for high level language, there are two translator used, that is, one is the interpreter here, and another is the compiler. Now the interpreter, you know that one line at a time it will translate. Okay, one line at a time translate. So this is the one line translate, and compiler will translate the entire programs in one go. Okay, and but the interpreter is only it's one line at a time, and in interpreters it translate one lines and it won't produce any object code, but here it is produce the object code. Okay, and in Java it is producing the byte code. In Java it is producing the byte code, so we will understand what is byte code and what is all this. So in the coming just after a while here, just explaining that the now the question is here. So the next question is, so what is a Java here? So what is a Java? So Java is a programming language and a platform. Okay, so programming language, you know that we write something in as a program there, and in the platform that there are lots of things running on Java, and around 3 billions maybe that is electronic goods are running on Java. That's why it is a platform there. Now Java is an object oriented programming language, as we know that it's an object oriented programming language. So here the thing is that objects is there. So what is the objects, and what is a class here? So there are two things we should understood first, then we will discuss something that will after that. So what is class and what is an objects? So here the class is the blueprint here. So it is the class is the blueprint of an object. Okay, it's a blueprint and of an object. So what it mean here? Class is a blueprint of an object. So and the object is an instance of a class. So this is the object is an instance of a class. So the class is the blueprint means with the help of class we can create the objects here. Now say the animal class or like say animal class is there. An animal class, lots of classes are there. Cow, we the human beings. Also we are the animals like say tiger. So lots of the animals all are belongs to the animal group there, and uh, say like say elephant, whatever you see there, elephant, snake, whatever that's animal there. So all these are class, and it's and it's a class here, and the cow is the objects of that part here. Now you know that the characteristics of the class will be there in an objects, okay. So you know the common properties of animals will there in all these objects here. So that is what is the this is we can call it as a class, and we can call it as an objects. And we know we can convert this class and object into programming paradigms in the object oriented world, and that is in Java. And now here you see when we create a class, and after the class we create the objects. So there are when we create the objects, so when we create any object, so like say in a class, whatever the contents in the class here, all encapsulated in a capsule there, okay. So everything there in a capsule, so that is called the encapsulation. This is there are four properties or the four principle of an object oriented. One of the principle is the encapsulation. So we will learn it in details, but right now just I'll explain this little bit about this encapsulation here. So encapsulation is what the wrapping of all the data, all the methods, all the functionality into a cell. Okay, 1 minute. So the wrapping of the data into a shell or into the wrapping of data into a capsule or into an in a cell, that is called the encapsulations. Say there is a class there, say suppose the student class. So there is a student class, and a student class, you know the name there, age there, say class there, the roll number there. So all these are the properties or attributes of students. But you know saying only name, age, class, roll numbers, or the students, whatever, we will not recognize. It's a vague word. When I say that the name of the student, some like say I'll name it like say Umesh. Now here you see this Umesh, now it is a physical person there, so it's a physical thing here. So when we say the students, we won't recognize anything, it just is a vague word there, it's a logical things there. So and when we say that the person name, that is the Umesh, and Umesh, we can touch the Umesh, we can see the Umesh. So Umesh is a persons and Umesh is an object. So this is a class there, is a student is a class here, and this Umesh is the objects here. Okay, and like say if I say Umesh, then we will say that the student name is Umesh, his age is 18 years age, and he is in class 12, and his roll number 1. So now this is the properties, this is the attributes. So when we say that Umesh, so actually just we see the Umesh, okay, it's Umesh, but what is the roll number and age, so we will not recognize it. Like say if I say a car there, so a car is not anything, just it's a car or it's a vehicle there. But when I say it's say when I say it's Audi, or say when I say it's Maruti car, okay, now we can recognize that the Audi or the Maruti car is an object here. And you know that in this Audi and Maruti and whatever they say, there is another car like say um, actually I'm not able to recognize the name of the car here, but yet let's see the Maruti car. So there are certain properties of this Maruti car already be there, and also some other properties are there. But all these properties are there within the within these objects here, like car here. So this is look like let's I'll just make it, it's a car like thing, so it's a very bad you know that I'm not a good good artist here. I just now it is say it is a Maruti car here, and in Maruti cars all the component like wheel, like brake, like engines are there. So everything is there inside one cell here. So all the things encapsulated in one cell here. That is what the encapsulation is. Okay. So now you can understand what is encapsulation here. Now after the encapsulation, there is another terminology. Is a very important terminology, that is called the abstraction. Now, what is the abstraction? Say when we say that car is running, we know that engine is doing something or working. That is why car is running. But we don't know how the engine is working there. We know that window is we know that engine is running there, but we don't know how it is. Okay, that is the functionality hidden from our eyes. So that is what the abstraction is. Like say your mobile phone is ringing, or say if you want to call somebody or some call coming into your mobile phone, you know that something is happening there, but you don't know how it is happened. So that is, and you don't bother to know about that, the why and how it is happened there. You just receive the call and make a call there with your mobile phone, or you ride the car, uh, uh, you don't bother to know how the engine is working, how brake is working, how wheel is working. You don't bother to know, because you don't need to know. That is all the things hidden from your eyes, and that is called the abstraction. Then there is another thing here called the polymorphism. Now, what is a polymorphism here? So let's take in poly polymorphism. Say like say let's see myself is here, like Khurshid. I am here, here one person here. Now here just I'll explain this first. Poly means many and morph means shape. Okay, so I'm one person here, and I am as a trainer here. I am as a father. I am as a son there, and I am as a brother there too, and I am as obviously a husband also. Okay, husband of a beautiful wife. Okay, and I have to and so I am somebody's son. Okay, and I am somebody's father also. I am a trainer also. So I am giving my students to the training. Student treat me as a trainer here. My father is treat me as a son. My son treat me as me as a father. My brothers treat me as my brother, and my wife treat me as an husband. So you see this one person here, the different functionality here. So this is what this polymorphism is all about. Okay, it's just I am explaining it in a very simple way, and we will I'll give these the the particular definitions. Okay, You will find its definition in my blog, okay. And then there is an inheritance there. So this is the inheritance. So inheritance is these there is say like a parent class here, and then there is a child class here. And you know, in a parents class, all the properties are theirs, and these properties are inherited by the child class. So whatever that parent class contains, all this there inside the child class, and child class also has certain properties of its own. And so this the inherit this child class inherit the properties of the parent class. So in the programming world also, uh, the all the properties that is contained in the parent class, if I acquire this into child class, then that is all the components and all the functionalities coming into the child class. And this the inheritance we will use here extend keywords to inherit the in the Java world, okay. This is how we will do this. So there are four concept here, four key concept is here, and you will find its the definition here. Let's code, okay. Then the byte code here, and then there is a JVM here, okay. These three things are very important. So when we write any programs, when we write, say I'll write a program here, class, say like yesterday I did that summation here, and is public static void main. So I'll just print one word here, that is println. So welcome to Java. Now this is when we save it, guys, look here very carefully, and here say when we save it, it will save as summation dot java, okay. And this is called the source file, this is called the source file. And when we compile with the help of the java command, this is a java command or java compiler here, this particular file converted into summation dot class file, okay. And this class file is the bytecode here. You know, the bytecode is just the compile code of Java source code, okay. That is called the bytecode. And this bytecode actually will run in JVM, and this is the JVM is where this Java bytecode will run. And this is also the interpreter here. You know, Java both working as a compiler and interpreter. This is the language which once compile and run anywhere, so that if the JVM is there, Java virtual machine is there, then the programs will run that, okay. Then the programs will run that. So anywhere if Java JVM is there, then Java programs will run. So you should understand this is the important concept here. So we will discuss it later on, the little bit about it. And right now I am going to concentrate the building of this the example here with this Eclipse, and also I will write these programs in Notepad, and also I'll compile it with the help of the Java compiler and Java, and I will give you the pictures there. So how this the entire, so first I'll compile the things, first I'll write the programs in normal Notepad there, and then I will run it, and after then I will run it in Eclipse also, and I will run it in the BlueJ also, okay. Let's go to here the notepad, and here the notepad is here. So now I'm going to write here in the here, let's say class, I'll write here summation, and so those who have not able to install the Eclipse in their machine, so they can run this by this way, okay, public static. But yes, when you do the advanced program, so it will not be very helpful here. So you have to install the either Eclipse, NetBeans, or IntelliJ. Always you indent, okay, always you indent the things like this. And let's say I'll just write here int a comma b comma c, and say a equal to say 90, and here b equal to say 10 here, and then here c equal to a plus b, and then you have to write here system. So system S will be capital. So one thing I'll just forget to mention, that whenever you write any class, you should start the class with the capital letters. So here the system is also the class, so it is start with the capital letters, and then system.out.println and here see here. Now I will save it here. And now saving here is it's one of the trickiest thing here. So I'll save it in the in this D drive. So you can save it anywhere. So let's see, I have here Java 8 folder. Yesterday I have built it, and when we write here, so what is the class name here? You should write this name, okay? You should write this name here in double quotation, okay? You give this in double quotations. Now here S capital summation. Now summation dot Java. You should put here dot Java, okay? Summation dot Java. Now let's not here. Let's go for the CMD here. So I'll go to the command prompt, and from command prompt just raise the D. Now here cd Java 8 1 minute. So I'll just forget the okay, it's a space is there, okay. So cd Java 8, this is one space is there. So now it is inside it. Now you I'll see, I'll just, you see there's the file name here, summation.java, okay, everybody is visible there. So here the Java is here. Now if I'll compile it, so how I can compile, there is a compiler here, Javac. You see the Javac, and you write it here summation dot Java. Now when everything is okay, so it won't give any error or anything else, it just compile it, and it will create, see there is no error, that means it compiles successfully. Now if I'll again dir command, so you see this there is a class file is created, and this class file is nothing but the bytecode, okay? This class file is nothing but the bytecode. See, this is the normal this is the normal text file here. If I write here type command here, type summation dot Java, this is the file that we have created here. You see this the file that we have created in the notepad, and this is the but yes, if I'll type it here, the class file here, if I'll type here class file, it will not be readable, because this is read by the, it is not readable by us. It is say yeah, it is a very hazy things here. So this is converted into bytecode. Now this bytecode will run with the help of Java interpreter. So this is your Java interpreter. You just write Java here, and then you type here summation. Just type the summation and it will run that your program. So here see this 100 is here, and this is what this the program is with the help of notepad, and we can create that Java programs. Okay, the same things I will do this in the Eclipse here. So let's in the Eclipse here. So this is the Eclipse developer here. So I installed the Eclipse here, the latest Eclipse. So this is the launch program here. Now here the Eclipse is started here. So you click here with the file here, and then you first, when you go to any program, that's you go here the project here. You see this the project. So now I have created one project here, Java project. So I'll just start this our say Java basic. Okay, this is the Java basic, just a project name I have given here. And what is happened? Okay, it's a Java project. Now I have to give here the name. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there is a network issue here. Let me just check it out. So now here I write this the Java basic. So I'll just create the project here. And you see this you must see this. Okay, if you don't see it, then means your program will not run. So you have to maintain the Java path there. Okay, so once again I will show you how to assign a path there. Just create this, and here you'll see this Java, and this is Java ARE, that is Java runtime environments. And now here next here you do the next here, and you don't do anything here, you just finish it up. And now there is a module created. Don't create any modules, I don't want any modules here. Now here I have created here. Now here first of all we need to create the package here, and one package, let's see, I'll create okay, let's create the package name is Java day 1. Okay, Java day 1. So I'll just put it here. Now what will I do here? I'll create one class here. So just on top of this, just right click it here and go to the new, and then just click into the class here, and say I want this summation class here. So now I want this summation, and there's some name of the summation, and there is a public static void main here. So when I will give this click here, and when I'll finish it here, it will create one file with this. The automatic will create the entire thing with entire skeleton here. Now I'll just give this int, the same thing there which I have mentioned in the notepad file. Okay, now this a equal to 90, and it's b equal to 10 here, and c equal to a plus b. And then when you write here sys out, okay, sys out control space is automatically sys out will automatically just print it out system.out.println, and then I'll type it here C. Now it is our program is ready here. Just go here and click right click, and then run as Java applications, and here it is already selected here. Now it's okay. Now you see there's 100 here, and now it is running the program. That means uh, the first programs we did it here, right? Okay, so I think it is understood by everybody here. Give one more here, that I want to input the value, okay, with the help of users here. Whenever we run these programs, every time it will print 100, every time it will print 100. Okay, if you print 100 times, it will print 100 times 100. But if I want that my whenever I'll just run these programs, it will ask a number from the users, and that user will put the numbers and print that the addition of that two numbers. Okay, so what will I do here? So first of all, I need one class is here, that is called the scanner class. You just type here scanner and then sc equal to new, and then you type again scanner. Now there is a red line here, you see this, there is a red line here. So because it's not here, you just right click here, or you just mention here and just import. You see this import class here, automatically it will import it here. Here automatically. Now this red line is over. See this, now red line is over. Now the scanner is the class name, and this sc is the objects, and new is the operator here, and this is the constructor of this scanner class, and this constructors will pass system.in. Now I don't want to put this 90 or whatever here, so I'll just here just sc. The what is the object here, the sc. So we need one function there, or one method, so from the scanner class, that is called the next int. Okay, that is called the next int. See, that is called the next int. And say why it is next int. If it is a float valuable, then it will be float. If it will be double variables, it will be double. So here I'll just put it here, and we will see this the different data types. Okay, now here there is another number, it has to be taken, that sc dot next int here, and now it is two numbers I have taken. Now I'll again run it here, and then it will ask, okay, I have to put one here, one thing, that is the prompt here. So enter two number. Okay, enter two number. Now here right click here, and then run it. So here it will ask a number. You see this, it will ask two numbers here. So I'll give this 56 and say it 63. Now you see this, it will be printing 190. Now again I will run it here, again I'll run it, and then it will give another value here, like say 90, and like say 60. So it will give me 150. But here you see this 150 is, what is 150? So if it is written like sum equal to 150, then it will be looking good here. So what will I do here? So in double quotation, you just type here sum equal to, and then place a plus sign here. Okay, then I place a plus sign here. Okay, I have to close this, the double quotations, and now it is there is no error. Now again run it. Okay, 50 and 40. Now you see here sum equal to 90. Now it's look nice here, and so there are here you see this the variables here a b c and is a variable. So let's dissect each and every part of that programs here. See, if I write here like variables here, so what I did there, that is so I'll write it here. I just delete this. What I need is not deleting. Okay, it will not delete because I've already. Okay, just I'll write here int a b and c. This is called the variables. Okay, these are the variables. Okay, these are the variables, and variable is a placeholder of data. Variable is a placeholder of data. That is there are uh, three variable is created inside the RAM there, and like say A and B and C. Like there, say I have put there 90 in A, and in B say 10, and then after additions the it will contain the 100 here. So here you see this the placeholder of data here, and there is another things that you visible here, that is called this int here, and this is called the data types. This is called the data types. There are 8 kinds of data types, and that data type is called primitive data types. I will take this in a great details in the next class, that will be on Saturday. So primitive class is here, sorry, primitive data types. Now here the first data type is called the byte here, the second is called short here, the third is called the int, then the long here, then float here, then a double here, then char here, and then boolean here. Okay, so these are the 8 data types, and in 8 days these the 4 data types is contain the integer number, that is without any decimal here, and this is the real number that with contain with the decimal number here, that point value, and this is the char value here, input the character, and this is the boolean data types, and this is the either true or false values here. So these are 8 data types, that is very important to give this here.